to get started, folks.
Washington's 106.7 WJFK. Here starts Ron and Fez.
Okay, good. You're in for that, right?
Ron and Fez.
Fezzy, Billy's back here.
Hi, Billy.
Because he's playing hardball with us.
He really is. We're trying to woo him tonight.
It's negotiations with Billy and Mikey right now, as you and I make the full-time move to D.C. Billy, you say you were on the fence?
Yeah, I've been...
Poor fence.
This has been going on for quite some time, negotiations in my head, right. For the most part.
All right, here's the thing.
You can see how it's affecting me.
Stop it. I want you to stop negotiating in your head and start doing it with management. Because you might think that you've come to a point, but you're not talking to other human beings.
Yeah.
Negotiating in my head. I bet that argument goes on constantly.
Oh, Billy just had a thought, and now there's peace in the Middle East, Fezzy.
No, I just meant I weigh the pros and the cons, and I speak to my manager. And
the pros and the ex-cons.
The manager in your head?
No, the real one. The real one. I always win the negotiation in my head.
Another thought just vetoed.
What if Billy turns his back on us?
That would really hurt.
Yeah. Way more than Wonder Boy.
Hang on, I'm going to put a cup up to his head and see if I can hear how the negotiations are going.
You guys know all about the angel and the devil that always are tearing me in different directions. So
one's angel food cake, one's devil's food cake.
No, I mean, this is a very awkward position, and I have to make a very difficult decision. So it's constantly going back and forth in my head. And I've needed every bit of time, and I'm going right down
Here's
to the
a
final
negotiation.
Hour.
Pizza. Burgers.
Fries.
How'd you do that?
Shakes.
KFC. Chipotle. Well, and you're going to let us know tomorrow?
Yes.
You're going to keep us hanging?
I have a meeting scheduled tomorrow afternoon with my manager, and then by then we'll know for sure. So.
Is there anything Ronnie and I could say to sway your decision?
Is there anything that we could say to make you kill yourself?
Because I'd like to... If there's anything that we could say to make you stay with the show, I'd like you to let us know so we can avoid those key phrases.
Yeah, I was...
Yeah, it's all part of the joke.
I was about to say, wow, that's really nice, and then I realized... Oh, wait
Is there something you really want? I know you want more money.
Mm-hmm. And the title that I actually deserve, producer.
Wonder Boy has that. That's not up to me.
Do we have to have another election after Wonder Boy leaves tonight?
No, it's a puppet title.
All right, you can be puppet.
I'm not the puppet.
You just said that's the title you wanted.
No, for Wonder Boy, I pull the strings on this show. So, no, I mean, it's just a very, very difficult thing to. There's so many good points and so many bad points, and yeah, I mean, if the negotiations go the way I expect them to go tomorrow.
In your head?
No, with my manager. Last we spoke.
Yeah.
His conversations were very promising, so we'll see what happens. So I have a meeting tomorrow afternoon, and I'll know before I come in here.
So you take us down to the wire.
Yeah.
That's your angle.
Hey, I'm not the one necessarily, who's making it last this long. It's this has been going on for quite some time.
I see now. It's getting hardcore with them. Who's negotiating for the company side?
I think that would be the general manager. I think the general manager.
Wow.
I think it's Ben.
It's not Ben, the custodian.
I think it's Ben.
Ben said, I don't know, really. It seems like a lot to call you producer.
Ben, I get whatever I wanted.
Seems like you're getting carried away now. I'm going to have to walk away from this one, Billy. You're pushing too hard. Now it's getting personal. That's the deal breaker? You're getting personal.
You boys eat a lot of food at night. No, it has nothing to do with Ben. Ben's a great guy. I mean, Wendell's a great guy. So, I mean, these are all things...
Are these your agents? Wendell the engineer and Ben?
No, I'm talking about friends that I've made, already. So, it's very hard. It's very hard.
Wait a minute.
What?
You may stay with the show because you can't bear leaving Wendell?
Well, Wendell and I kind of clicked. You know, it's not too often you click with somebody. Wendell and I definitely clicked on a guy-to-guy level. You know, we have similar interests. I could see partying, hanging out with Wendell, going to concerts, NASCAR
Who says you're
or something.
invited? Who says Wendell wants to hang out with you?
You'd just be working at the same place, not living with them like
No.
Oscar and Felix.
Wendell was already, tagging along with me and wanted...
Tagging?
Yeah. Wendell definitely wanted to, show me around more, and he was telling me about places to go and cool things to see, and we got to go to this concert and this raceway, and...
I can't believe we've come up with yet another boy crush.
Oh, it's not a boy...
I know, our place has them, man. So many boy crushes around here, I'm so uncomfortable.
It's not a boy crush, it's a bonding. That's exactly... It's just a bonding. Day one, boom, we hit it off. We worked together on the phone systems and stuff, and bam, right away. Me and Wendell, 2 peas in a pod.
Well, let's have some music here, Mikey, that's appropriate, because it's decision time, 03, with our own Billy Staples. Billy, you've been with us for how long?
Just under 2 years.
Just under 2 years. And tonight you're going to make your decision whether you physically move with us and stay with the Ron and Fez show.
That is correct. Well, actually, my decision has been made. So, it is very, very strange to have to even be talking about this. But first, let me say, the negotiations that we spoke about yesterday are over. They have been completed, and there are many, many reasons for me to stay in New York. This is the number one market. I'd love to stay here. My family is here. My daughter is here. My acting career is here. And my decision is I am going to stay behind in New York. And for one reason and one reason only. And that is because I was not offered a position to go with you guys to JFK. Otherwise, I'd be there in a heartbeat. You know what the ironic thing is? I never expected that to happen. My only thought was, okay, am I going to go? It's like planning it already, because I never thought that the occasion would come up where, we wouldn't be kept together. This chemistry, the loyalty that we had together, we got to the point where we knew what each other was thinking, and it's like being on a team where you just won the championship, and what everybody's doing, and then you break. It's like with the '86 Mets, and then you break up the team. So, it's just. I want to go. I would love to go, but the opportunity did not exist. And the negotiations that we were talking about was basically just with me and my manager for something else to do. So, and may see if anybody down there changes their mind. But the bottom line is, I understand it. Mm-hmm. And it's not personal. It's business. And I understand business is business, The people down there, great people, all of them. I love them. Julie, Tammy, Wendell, Lisa, and Don and Mike, and Joe, they all helped me with the phones. Everybody, Charlie, everyone down there was great, and I had nothing but thank yous to all the time we went down there for those people. But, I just wanted to be known that I'm not deserting you guys. I am not leaving you behind. I don't want to be thought that, the opportunity was presented to me and I turned my back on you. Because I didn't. I once told you, Ron, the only way you're going to get rid of me is to kick me out of the building. Mm-hmm. And, well, you didn't do it, but somebody else did, And there's just so many things. It's just, I just hope that for the next person that if this ever happens again, it gets handled better, because I did not even hear about it personally. I actually found out about it from a webpage when I saw my job that I do posted on the Infinity website. Mm-hmm. So I just hope the next guy that this ever happens to doesn't get the old Robert Ford treatment, Now, that being said, this is the really hard part. You guys gave me my dream job. Opie and Anthony opened the door for me, but you guys let me in. Who would have thought that writing song parodies and getting them a couple on the air would wind up getting me a dream job where I could write comedy, perform comedy for a living, and get paid for it. That's always been my dream to do that. Like we always talked, I never went on the road as a comic and made my living doing it. I always wanted to make my living just, not the part-time job, delivering the newspapers or anything. But you guys gave me that chance. And I'll be a son of a bitch if I don't remember the first month when I joined you guys. We had a meeting, and we were told what our goal was. And within 1 year, in that time slot, we were number one in everything they asked us to be in the number one market in New York. And you know what? This is not a slight against D.C. I loved it down there. The listeners were great to us. But to do what we did in New York and then to break us up really breaks my heart. I mean, there's just so much going on in my head right now. Ronnie, there's so much I've learned from you. I mean, you taught me to look at the big picture of stuff. I think very narrowly sometimes. A little thing will get me angry, and I'll get pissed off and want to, and really make a stink out of it. And you'd be like, bro, calm down. Look at the big picture. See, see ahead. See 6 months down the road. See a year down the road, And you taught me about, well, this is both of you guys, with all the adversity that we went through at NAW and all that went on and the shift changes and the double shifts, the professionalism that I learned from you guys, it blew me away. I came into this job, hey, I'm a comic, I'm a comedy writer, I'm going to fit right in, no problem, boom, boom, boom. First time I walked in that studio with my stupid game, Met Yankee or Mesopotamian, I was like, okay, this is a complete different league. You guys, I was just sitting in there, and I was like in awe. Like, how the hell do you guys do this? Every night, 4 hours, And I even remember when Jeremy talked to me, he goes, I even said, look, these guys, they don't need me. It's just like, I'm just here to help, because they've been doing this long enough, but just the opportunity to be a part of it and add to the show once in a while, and that was fine with me. Ronnie, it's just, you've also taught me what it is to be a man, to grow up sometimes, because I got a big problem with that, and keeping your cool in the face of adversity and being a pro, It's like, you guys became like my family, It's like, it's very strange. I've never worked in a job where it was the group became so close, where people, we actually cared what happened to, it's like the guy in the cubicle next to you, you could give a damn, something happened to any of us, it was happening to all of us, and I'm not losing a job, I feel like I'm losing friends. And, I think back to the two things mostly that we went through. I will never forget spending 9/11 together that night, sneaking into the city and just being on the air and just hearing everyone calling up and doing that for that whole week, but especially on that day. I will never, ever forget that. And to be there, because to me, it's like, that's where you have to be. If you're in this business, there's a tragedy of that magnitude, God damn it, you better be there and be on the air for anybody who wants to call up. And I'll never forget, one thing they can never take away from me. They can take away the job, but they can't take away what we accomplished in New York. And Pezzy, I've never met a man more prolific in writing than myself. I was a cocky bastard when I walked into this room thinking I'm going to write everyone under the table. You are amazing. You are, without a doubt, you astonished me. And it would be like, I'd come in and I'd say, oh, look, I got this great bit. And Fez would go, oh, I did this, and I'm like, son of a bitch, mine's a piece of crap now. Because it just when you looked at it in comparison, it's like, and it's like you taught me to never, ever settle for less than perfect. Never, always be prepared. Everything has to be ready at a moment's notice. I was very laissez-faire. I would be very, whatever, we get it done when we get it done. But from you, I learned, get everything done. Get it ready. Get it prepared. You know what? If mistakes happen, mistakes happen. But it's not because we weren't prepared for it. And I've seen that a lot. I mean, this crew, we work together so hard to make things come out right so many times behind the scenes. I mean, God, the double shifts, the switching shifts, it is absolutely amazing. My final thought is, even though I'm not going with you guys, I'm going to stay back. I'm going to stay in New York, and I'm going to be here when you guys get back. Because I know you're coming back. You deserve to be in New York. And again, not a slight at Washington. Not at all. The people are great. They're beautiful. Listeners took us in like we've been there forever. But you guys are too damn talented not to be in the #1 market in the country. And I'll be right here waiting for you.
All right, Billy, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. It's the Ron and Fez show. Fezzy, Billy's just about to start part 2 of his goodbye speech, so if everyone is back from the bathrooms...
I would like to apologize. I realize joking with job matters is never...
Never justified.
I couldn't remember the line.
All right, 866-277-4969. Kind of another end of an era here for us, Fezzy.
Billy Staples not making the move with us to WJFK to Washington, D.C. full-time.
Nope.
Billy, I always thought you would leave here on a stretcher. I never thought you'd go out this way.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Ron.
I always thought that we'd be trying to shock your heart back in to move in and screaming, no, Billy, don't leave us. While we were pounding on your chest.
I thought for sure we'd be putting him in a stairwell and just acting like, he left early tonight. And swearing each other to secrecy.
I'm the kind of guy who's going to outlive everybody.
Yeah, I know you are. That's the weird thing. You'll keep on going.
I'm like the cockroach of the group. I'll survive anything, for God's sake.
We'll drop the roach part, and I would agree with you. Well, Billy, there's nobody like you, my friend. There's nobody like you. A lot of people try to come up with radio characters, but you just are a character, man. We've had a lot of fun with you the last couple of years. It's going to be bizarre doing this without you. Fezzy, do you remember how we first met Billy the first time he ever popped into the studio? I remember it was in the middle of the night when we were doing overnights, and he stuck his head in. And was just real loud and pushy and threw his CDs at us.
Right, was it around Christmas time?
Yeah, I brought you the Airsick Christmas parodies.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was, all those Christmas songs.
Yeah,
and then you wrote that great one which was attacking Jeremy Coleman.
Yeah, to Pearl Jam, Jeremy. I wasn't working there at the time, so what difference did it make?
And you still had the nerve to apply.
Well, again, it was never... I don't think he knew it was me personally.
My biggest Billy memories, I think, is going to be the boxing. Which was amazing. The night you did the Digstown Challenge, you took on, how many guys? 8?
It was 6 rounds. 5 different fighters in 6 rounds, because I fought Dan from Hoboken twice.
Oh, yeah. And huge guys we had boxing Billy.
Oh, they just got bigger and bigger. One we actually did call the Big Show.
Yeah.
God.
As he came over the top rope.
I had to jump just to reach his head.
Well, we had some terrific times with you, buddy. Here's Marv. Marv, you're on, or is this Mary? I can't tell. You're on our Fez? Yes, Mary.
Oh, it's Marv.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Marv.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, Mary.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
I am so upset. I didn't hear the whole show. I just got in about 15 minutes ago and turned on the radio, and Billy was in the middle of his speech. I'm so sorry to hear about this. I really am, and I don't know what transpired, but I think he should be going with you. And I know the radio industry is cheap, you know, but... And
Billy,
I don't know, maybe they have a staff on hand in Fairfax that...
Billy,
I'm so sorry to hear about this. I really am. And this guy doesn't need any more disappointments in his life.
Oh, believe me. Yeah. He gives himself plenty.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're having problems with you, too. Thanks, son.
Thanks, Marv.
I don't know. Is something wrong with my mic all of a sudden? Is my mic coming through?
No.
It actually sounds better to me tonight for a change.
Here's our buddy Doshu. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Doshu.
Hey, what's up, brothers?
Yeah, buddy.
Billy, man, I'm crushed, bro. I mean, you know, we always used to hack on you when we listen. You know, me and the guys listen to you at nights, you know, at work, and then I ran down there, down to the studio, and just say hi, welcome and stuff, and you're an all right guy, man. You won over a lot of people. I'm crushed, man. I mean, you brought a lot of quality radio, man, to the joint. You know what I mean? It's just...
Doshu, thanks, man. You definitely saved my ass one night.
Yeah, well, that happened.
No, I would have got stuck with Perry Noy when he was drunk and laying out on the bed.
Oh, yeah.
Doshu came to the rescue.
Tipsy taxi.
Yeah. Speaking of which, here's your best friend, Paranoid.
Yeah, what's up? I'm sober and awake this time, though, guys.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Pinoid.
Billy. The first time I saw you, you were dressed as a bunny rabbit out front of the Brooklyn Diner.
Oh, yeah.
It was the bar crawl, the Halloween bar crawl.
Oh, yeah.
Was that the Halloween one?
Yeah, that was it. Better have been.
You spooked me.
Yeah,
but, Ron's right, man. There is, no other character like you, man. I actually look up to you, dude. You got me interested in writing parody songs, and you're the man, and that whole fight thing, I think we had a lot of fun with it, but you taught me a lot of things, dude, and I'm going to miss you, bro.
You stole his shoes.
I did not steal the man's shoes.
No.
Can we settle that once and for all?
I'm going to go ahead and say right now that Moshin ate my boots. That's what really happened. And flat out, Billy, you kicked my ass. There were no excuses. And you're the man, dude.
Perry, you're a class act. Thanks for the call, man.
Good luck, Billy.
See you later. Perry,
I'm sure you are the only person that has uttered that sentence in radio history.
When Billy was doing his goodbye, if this was the Oscars, the orchestra would have came up and started playing them out.
I was
that
worried
goodbye
about
ran
that.
a whole entire break.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of history in this room right now.
There is, man.
There's a lot of history. Just touched on it. God.
Here's Jim. Jim, you're on the air.
Hey, Jim.
How y'all doing, Ron Fez?
Hey, buddy.
Welcome to Virginia.
Thank you very much.
Hey, I hate to see Billy go, but you don't need that douchebag.
Look, why would I expect anything else on my last night?
Different strokes for different folks, Billy.
866-277-4969. Ken, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez, you guys are really great. You guys are really funny.
Thank you very much.
I listen to you all the time, but, I want to congratulate whoever it is that got rid of Billy Staples. His depression clings off his voice like stink on poop. He is so boring. He is so depressed. He wants me to take... I feel like taking morphine and shooting it up when I listen to him.
Well,
is this a roast?
A good way or bad way?
Well, both, actually, but...
Hey, Ken, you get a good buzz off me. You can't complain.
Thank you very much, Ken. 866-277-4969. We're going to say goodbye to our good buddy Billy Staples tonight.
This is unbelievably tough because I knew this day was coming, and we knew it for a while, and it's like, it seemed like it would never get here.
Yeah.
It was always... we've had so many of these days.
Oh, yeah.
Where we, for the past 8 months, it's been crazy. And never knowing what the hell's going on from one day to the next. And to finally learn your fate and then have to wait for it to happen. It's like knowing the future. but not wanting it to happen.
Did your manager ever try to contact the station, or just got blown off?
No,
or
I never involved him in it. Yeah, because it was just, there was no need. I mean, because it was made very clear.
Okay. Here is Farrell. Farrell, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Farrell.
Billy.
What's up, bro?
Billy.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand you for the longest time. Then when you started drinking again, I was like, well, okay then.
All right.
Yeah, I'll have a beer with you, man.
Anytime, Farrell.
Sweet. Well, I live in McLean, but right near Fairfax, so I'll be listening. But I guess you'll be up in New York.
Yeah, but I'll stop down once in a while.
Are you going to stop in, Billy?
I'll stop in.
You promise?
I promise. No, I don't promise. I guarantee you.
Oh, it's another guarantee, Fezzy.
Great, we'll never see him.
Here's
I know your guarantees.
Well, they let me. I know the code to the door.
They changed
as we speak. Matt, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
Billy.
Yeah.
I didn't know you personally, but I felt like you're a friend, and I'm gonna miss you. And good luck, man.
Thank you, Matt. That's the one thing. It's amazing. All the listeners I've met, New York, in Washington, everywhere. It's the amount of just compassion and stuff like that you got. I've never experienced anything like that before. Where people just come up to you, they feel like you know you, and I feel like I know them. It's you don't get that from any other line of work, and it was just so weird. People coming up, oh, I loved when you did that, or this was that, or I know all about, it's like all the listeners are part of your family now. And
good luck, Billy.
Thanks, man.
Here's your buddy D.C. Reed. Hey, Reed.
Hey guys, what's up?
How you doing, D.C.?
It's crushing, Billy. I don't want you to leave. Oh.
Dude, I didn't want to.
Yeah, well, best thing to focus on the good. I remember when you went and heckled that David Blaine guy during the radio stuff with the
that was great.
That was one of the funniest things I ever heard.
Was that when he was standing on the flagpole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it got to the fight with the guy.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, they're telling you to get out of there.
Security were dropping the F-bombs.
Yeah. It's like because I'm with the megaphone yelling at David Blaine. Oh, yeah. Well, thanks, D.C.
That's a good one, D.C. Reed. Thank
you. Good luck
you.
in the future, Bill.
See you later, brother.
Thanks, dude. Hope you feel better, bro.
You know what you're going to do next, Billy, or?
No. Because you know what? Call it the optimist in me. Mm-hmm. I was like, again, never thought this would come, and always thought that there'd be a change. So, no, I have nothing.
Why don't you pick up the phone and call?
I have... Maybe I should just apply to the ad.
Why don't you have your manager call?
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll get him involved.
There's nothing stopping you from doing that.
Yeah. I just felt like it was just... I didn't want to seem like I'm begging to go somewhere where it was made clear that, they wanted to go in a different direction. Because it's bad enough to get hurt and rejected once, and I guess the second time would be pretty sucky.
Here's Travis. Travis, you're on the air.
Hey, Billy. Hey, man, I'm originally from Texas, and I come up here and I start listening to y'all, and I kind of like it, man. We don't get this back home, and I'm gonna miss you. I wish you the best, and just hang in there, man.
Thank you, Travis.
Right.
Thanks for the call, man.
Maybe you could spend a couple days with Travis, Billy. It sounds like you and him would hit it off.
Maybe just on the road.
Yeah.
Well, I used to live in Texas. Who knows?
When did you live in Texas?
For a month.
Were you doing time?
No, after my marriage broke up, I figured...
A month is a vacation. That's not living.
No, I actually got a job.
After your first marriage broke up, you just decided you needed a big change?
Yeah.
At big Texas?
Well, he played with the Astros for a month.
Yeah.
Got called up at the end of the season in the bigs.
No, I stayed with my friend who's a cop, and his family. And
what town?
Humble.
I don't even know where that
Where's
is.
Humble, dear?
Just north of Houston.
Ah.
just north of.
You were calling it Houston the whole time.
No, I did not make that mistake. But I did get scared to death. They got bars down there where you bring your own booze in.
Yeah, well, I'm sure a bottle club.
Yeah, and you just got to buy drinks. And I'm in the bathroom, and they're like, someone's going, I hear there's a Yankee somewhere in here. And I'm like, hell no! I'm like,
good one. Billy was making a living there as a Bum Phillips impersonator.
That's funny. Here's your best friend, Blind Courtney. Hey, Courtney.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Hey.
Hi, Courtney. How are you tonight?
She's blind.
I am fine, Fez. Now, lower your voice. Jeez.
Yes, I know she's not deaf.
What'd you say? No.
Go ahead, Court.
Well, I really... Gosh, everybody's leaving. This is so sad. I only got to meet you once, Billy. I'd hope to see you again before everybody left.
Geez.
I didn't get to make it again.
Why do you step into a joke like that? I hope to get to see you again.
Oh.
See him the first time.
What is up with the mics? I really am having trouble hearing you guys.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
I heard we were having brownouts.
We've got to get out of this crap studio.
Are you sure it's color related now?
That means someone crapped on the board.
Courtney, let me just say, you were a sweetheart when we met. It was like you were so much fun. You got a great sense of humor, and you know what? We're gonna miss you.
Miss you too, man. You're gonna have to visit up. Well, I guess it's down here, isn't it? Yeah, geographically.
Yes.
You don't know which way is up, do you, honey?
Hey.
The map is upside down. You couldn't tell.
Yeah, well.
All right,
Thank
thanks
you,
a lot, Courtney. Fezzy, here's some of the high points, and this is from DC Pete off the RonFez.net board. Here's some of the high points of Billy's on-air radio career. Is when he wiped his butt with Al Dukes' paycheck.
God,
literally
that was
took
great.
the guy's paycheck into the bathroom while we had him on the air. As Al's pounding at the door, Billy wipes with it, and Al went out of his mind crazy swinging. And then Billy wiped that paycheck back on Al.
On his shirt.
Got on his shirt. Oh,
Al,
my gosh.
Literally, that was the night I think Al totally lost it and became insane. Here's his many apologies. Remember, every time he would disappear. Chicken parm twice. That was a big one. We were talking about that the other night, where twice you were with the same girl, and as you took her out on dates, she made out with others.
And the chicken parm came from, he had bought her dinner that night, and it was a chicken parm sandwich.
My goal was to make chicken parm a verb.
Yeah.
And have it into the
I got
dictionary.
chicken parmed. Bitch, chicken parmed me.
It's happened enough. I think you qualify.
The night that he told the amusing story about molesting a passed out girl, much to the chagrin of everybody.
Again, misunderstood.
Him exploding in anger many, many times. His failed stand-up attempt, the orange ball of failure. That's all.
Wow, I don't know. Maybe that's my favorite.
Yeah, nothing could beat that.
Well, you did have the review enlarged and put on a cardboard for me.
I got the review of his show, had it made poster size, and had it waiting for him on the door of the office when he finally decided to come back home.
Oh, that was so sweet.
You're welcome. It was around your birthday.
It was in August.
Oh.
I remember it very well. The last time I was on stage.
You haven't come back up yet?
Nah.
Is that in your future?
Probably.
Red Bank Strikes Back?
Yeah. Red Bank 2.
How about your buddy that works for Clear Channel doing the writing and producing? You ever call him? And
Ron, like I said, I haven't planned ahead. You know, I really haven't looked any further than today. And, you know, that's just the way I always am. You know, I always expect the best of people. You know, maybe it's naive, you know. I always think things are going to change for the better. And, you know, that's just a character flaw. You know, I always think that something's going to happen at the last minute and say, oh, you know, whatever, you know. So, no, I haven't done anything regarding future plans or anything like that.
here is Barry. Barry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Barry.
Hey, guys. I just want to start off by saying, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, since September 11th, you guys have been like best friends to me. I can't think of anything that I look forward to more than coming home from work after a good day, after a crappy day, and listening to you guys, because you guys, You take all the negativity away. Any guy that's had a rotten day at work and that has listened to your show in the evening knows exactly what I'm talking about. Billy, I think it's terrible that you can't come and join Ron and Fez in D.C. We're all going to miss you. I've spoken to you several times during less than great times that you were having yourself, and you seem like a really good guy. I wish you the best. I hope you don't get too lonely without your buddies, and I hope that you stay in touch with them and with D.C. as much and as often as you possibly can. And if any opportunity comes for you to come down here, Ron, Fez, Billy, take it. Hey, Billy, you're awesome. You really are. And all these other douchebags out here calling and giving you the business, they have no idea what family's like, because you guys are a prime example of what good friends and family should be.
Thank you, Barry.
Best of luck to you, Billy.
Thank you, man.
That was nice, Bill.
That was very nice. And I will definitely be there, whether it be just to hang out or the first big event.
What you do, you crash at Fez's place.
Oh, yeah, I heard he has a second bedroom.
It's not exactly a Billy room.
Why not? Billy Appreciation Room.
I can take my posters and stuff.
No, that's all right. I don't need any Zeppelin posters.
That would be perfect, Fezzy, until he gets back on his feet. Gives his mom a little break. We know how he is. He won't stay more than a month. You saw what he did in Houston.
I'm not humble.
Yeah. Here is Larry. Larry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Larry.
Hi, Ron and Fez. How are you?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I'd like to echo the sentiments of that last caller.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also calling to see if you filled Billy's position here in D.C.
As far as I know, we don't know anything about any staff that we're getting at all. What do you know, Billy?
I know the infinityradio.com, the ad is still up. So if you want to go there and apply, all the information you need is right there.
Now, do you have to be an alcoholic?
There wasn't specific.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was going to ask for the requirements.
What is your rehab experience?
Well, sadly, I don't have any rehab experience.
Okay, have you ever molested anybody?
No. I guess I'm not qualified for the job.
How many failed marriages?
One.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you have me
have a saving grace.
It's a balancing act. What you lack in some areas, you make up for in others.
Well, that'll get you an interview.
Thanks, Larry. Here's John. John, you're on the air.
Hey, John.
Hey, Billy. How you doing, buddy? I'd just like to go ahead and say what the caller 2 times ago, man. I'd like to go ahead and ditto that. You've been a great guy to listen to. And, basically, I just wish you luck, man. I wish you would come down to D.C., though. I really wish that there was some way, that you could go ahead and hook that up. I don't know.
Hey, John, I want to get out of my mother's basement badly.
Yeah,
I thought this was my ticket.
She keeps calling an exterminator.
She keeps calling the station.
Is that your new manager?
No! How could this be?
Just when I thought he was out, he keeps coming back.
Hey, Barry. Barry, you're on the air.
Hey, Barry.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Ron and Fez.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, God. You guys are killing me tonight. All week, people leaving. Listening to you guys. What turned me on to you guys originally was listening to... I was a big fan of O&A. And they really put me on to you guys. And at first, I was kind of like, these characters aren't that great. But Billy started to grow on me. And I'll tell you what, man. Listening to him talk about his wife and kid, it breaks my heart. Now that he's leaving, oh man, I wish him nothing but the best, man.
Thank you, Barry.
Man.
Thank you. And I hate to be a stickler, but it's not like I'm leaving. I want to make that clear to all the listeners. Yeah. I am not. It's not my. I am not leaving you guys. So
right.
Because I'm going to be here. I'm going to still be with you, even in spirit. And,
but
somebody's got to hold down the fort here.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Barry.
Take care, guys.
Thanks, Barry.
Keep the home fires burning.
So far, let's see. Wonder Boy, not coming. Rory, not coming. Billy, not coming. Harry, the Hawk is not coming. Harry Elvis, of course, is still in school, so he can't make the move with us. And it's only Mikey D on the fence right now, Fezzy. And as Mikey says, he's in negotiations.
And then there was one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know what Mikey's thinking, but I hope things are good for him. I wish that things work out. I'm dying to hear what he has to say.
Dying to hear what he has to say to you, or
no,
just about the whole thing?
Yeah, I'm really interested to find out. Really interested.
Well, we're going to take another break here, Fezzy.
Back with the Ron and Fez Show. Live on 106.7 WJFK. Ron Bennington, Fez Whatley with you. And tonight was the night Billy Staples announced he won't be continuing with the show.
Let's give out some Vince Gill tickets for favorite Billy moment, Fezzy. How's that sound to you?
That sounds good to me. Because they are plenty.
If we like it, we'll give you some Vince Gill tickets. Here's Carl. Carl, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Carl, go ahead.
Well, good gosh, I don't know how many favorite Billy moments I can recall. I brought by some CDs for him to show you guys all, and I don't quite think that they ever made it, but I enjoyed meeting him, and I'll be sorry to see him go.
You think that was one of your favorite times when Billy blew you off and we never got the CDs you made?
He stole your CDs?
No, I don't. Who knows what happened? I was too stupid, perhaps.
What do you think, Carl?
Does
that touch you?
No, but they are still in the office somewhere.
Thank you very much. Here's 866-277-4969, giving out Vince Gill tickets. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on the air.
Hey, Mike, go ahead.
Ron and Fez, how are you guys?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I originally started listening to you guys in New York, and I got stationed down here with the military, and then you guys all came on down here, and it was good hearing everybody again. I missed you guys when I was down here without you. It's going to be hard to see Billy go, but as far as favorite Billy moments, it's just whenever he would have his benders, and he would come back so sincere, and all the stories that he had for falling downstairs, and, he always tried to sound like it wasn't him, and he was always sincere and always tried to keep it up to you guys that he was going to be good and not drink, and...
That always killed me, too.
And for the record, the stare incident had nothing to do with drinking. I'm standing by that one.
Hey, Billy, the one weekend that you disappeared up in New York when you guys were down here, and they thought you were drinking, I was trying to stick up for you in that day. I was the one who called in and asked if you had anybody that could verify where you were at when you went to your father's grave and everything.
Well, in that case, you're getting Vince Gill tickets, baby.
Wow.
Anybody sticks up for me goes to see Vince Gill.
That's always been your motto, hasn't it?
Always.
Ever since you were a kid.
It's been my creed.
I love the stare incident where Billy fell up some steps and busted his head open. Next thing you know, it was a big lawsuit, and they settled out of court, and I think one of my biggest disappointments, Billy, one of my big regrets with you, is that it didn't go to trial, and I didn't get a chance to testify against you, because I swore I would.
I swore I would never tell you the court date. I was not that stupid.
I screamed, if there's anyone listening involved in this case, call me.
Here's Greg. Greg, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Greg.
I think just the weaseling out of the Prince Albert using the psychologist or counselor as an excuse was probably my favorite.
Are you going to get that now, Billy?
No, I'm still in therapy.
God bless you for that.
I'm still in
I'd stay in just to avoid that.
Put therapy?
Yes.
So, not for this one, huh?
No, that was a very difficult moment in my life. So.
They've been burning so many things off of there.
Yeah.
You probably couldn't get a piercing now if you wanted.
Here's Rob. Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
My favorite Billy moment is any time he wrote a letter to apologize.
Yeah, they were always the best.
Yeah, but, I feel bad for the guy. I met him a couple of times. I feel bad for him. I kind of like him now.
All right, so
thank you, Rob.
People go back and forth with you.
They're coming around, Billy.
Yeah.
On your last night.
Here's
still have the bruises from all those paintballs.
Carl, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy, it's 11467.
Hooah.
My favorite Billy moment is when y'all were playing the tape from when he was on John Edwards, the first show he ever did.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that was touching.
Billy Staples actually shot the pilot of the John Edwards, the psychic show, and we had the audio of that and played it back, trying to convince Billy that this guy is just working you.
He worked you, and that's why they were playing In the Living Years as you were in the green room. They hit you with the Mike and Mechanics thing, and just try to make you sad.
See, the thing is, I think I actually swayed you guys a little bit. I think I got you believing a little more in the afterlife.
You know, and right now, I actually believe less in that psychic than when that show started.
Really?
And I feel like the rest of the country's followed his lion bandwagon, too.
No, see, I see him becoming more and more popular. He's
You don't
he's
hear
the next
about him
president.
anymore.
He's going to win at least a Democratic nomination then, Billy.
Is it the same guy from North Carolina?
I think so. No, not for that one, Billy?
No, because that was too truthful.
866-277-4969 is the toll-free phone number. Vince Gill tickets for Best Billy Memories.
Oh, you know where I'm going,
Yeah,
right?
Just give it up.
Yeah, I know.
Just give it up, Ronnie. Now I know what it's like to be.
Does it drive you nuts?
See?
Now, doesn't it feel obvious from here that I'm signaling the guys in the other room?
How does it feel to be on this side of the glass? The frustration.
Look, Finding Nemo.
Look in that aquarium.
The clownfish in there.
What is it, Harry? What is it that you want to say?
Why'd you come waddling in here?
Well, my favorite Billy moment.
Oh, you a caller now?
Are you up for Vince Gill tickets?
No, but I just thought, while we're reminiscing, it would be, was the time that he wouldn't let Wonder Boy put a couple calls through because he didn't want anyone knowing that he had gotten thrown out of a strip club and on his face, and to the point where there was like a gash underneath his face. But instead of saying he got thrown out of a strip club, even though we had callers, he just said he got into a car accident with some anonymous old lady. And we were supposed to believe, but that was like one of the first days I was there. And he wouldn't let me or Wonder Boy put the calls through.
I do remember that too, Billy. And then you swore to God it wasn't you in the strip club getting beat up and yelling out, "Ron and Fez are going to destroy you guys in the air."
I cringe.
Damn that woman. She was persistent. She kept calling, too.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Oh, God, that was a memory that I don't have. Because the callers had to tell me what happened that night.
And you still have the mark underneath your chin.
Yeah, still got the pus sack.
From getting kicked out of a strip club.
Yeah. That actually came from the accident, though. That actually did come from the accident.
Sure it did.
There was no accident.
What is it, Mikey?
I have a couple of
living years? Mike and the Mechanics?
It's timing.
I have a couple of favorite moments. One of them is the Halloween bar crawl where he was dressed up as the Ever Ready Rabbit.
That was the first time we really hung out.
That was the first time we really hung out. And the second, this is my most favorite, is when I went to the ale house and you were knocking plants over and everything, and I ratted you out the next time I was able to.
Yeah, but what's so great about that? I wasn't even drunk. I was just bumping into things.
It's just a favorite moment of mine.
And I said something nasty about your wife.
Yeah,
Right,
Billy
exactly.
was doing an appearance. Mikey showed up at it with his wife, and Billy was just running amok, bull in a china shop in this restaurant.
Well, it was very exciting. It was my first appearance in that area at that place.
And you screamed something at Mikey's wife, like, who wants to sleep with her? Everyone else has.
Hey, everybody, this is Mikey D, and there's his wife. Everyone sleeps with her, so go ahead and get to know her, or something like that.
I was just trying to get a crowd over there.
People were wanting to eat their nachos and potato skins.
Besides the show me your hiney for a hiney.
Hey, I worked 3 times.
I know.
3 chicks showed their heinies to get
Grabbing
a free...
ass?
Yeah.
Panties down?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
it does work.
Yeah, see? Inventive.
Diabolical.
You still waiting for that hotline to ring? You keep looking over at it, maybe?
Yeah, I'm looking.
After your speech tonight?
I just went and checked my IMs, too, in my email.
You were expecting to get something?
Yeah. You never know.
Why didn't you pick up the phone and call him yourself?
On the other hand, why didn't they tell me to my face?
I understand what you're saying, but, everybody's always got to go for a gig in this business. I mean, you come out acting.
Yeah.
You can't take these things personal.
No, you know what? Ronnie, it's not personal. It's like, because I know it's a business. Just like, if I took every audition I didn't get, as personal, it's business. There's a reason, whatever the reason is, I don't have to understand it. I wish it would have been handled a little better, But, hey, you know what?
But maybe if you had asked, it would have been explained to you and you could have understood it.
Yeah, well, honestly, I should have called, but I haven't been down there either since I found out. So.
All right, here is Garlene. Garlene, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi. I'd like to say my favorite Billy moments when you set him up on the blind date with lobster claws.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I think that was really funny.
Yeah, that
Billy
was...
at his best.
That was when Billy decided he was going to start drinking again. Why? For him this time.
For himself, because...
Would it help if we wrote to JFK or called the station about Billy not coming with you?
Hey, yeah, a little save Billy, like save the whales or something,
Free Billy?
Free Billy?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
A little grassroots movement there, whatever you call it. That would be wonderful, Gully, and I'd appreciate that. And you know what? That lobster claws moment, even though I don't remember it, but I did hear it, is one of the best of all time, so...
Oh, thank you.
You're getting the Vince Gills.
Great, thanks.
It was actually months and months after that happened before you actually wanted it. You never wanted it replayed.
No.
But it was months afterwards before that show was finally done in a replay, because apparently the producer at that point, Al Dukes, you had gotten to him and said, "Don't ever play that again, that show."
I threatened him. Basically, that's what I did. And it was great when you can threaten your boss.
And then as soon as Rory was in charge of Best Ofs, it was the first one that got played.
And that was the first Best Of, I think, that we ever played from beginning to end in its entirety.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we played that show in its entirety. We had the night off, and I actually still came down to the radio station to hear it.
All right, here's some of the big Billy moments that people are sending in. Throwing water balloons at Al Dukes in the park.
Oh, that was great on his date.
Fez catching Billy sleeping, Billy taking Tuttle around the city and scaring him, and reenacting the Patty Wiggs scandal. Where Fez...
I forgot about that.
That was one of the real great ones of all time.
My hair! My hair!
Dustin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, classic Billy moment is when he admitted that his mom was giving him enemas.
Oh, yeah. Your mom gave you enemas up to what age, Billy?
Oh, no, I was very young. It was like 8 or 9,
Oh, that's
I think.
horrible.
Yeah, as a punishment for when I crapped in the kids' pool next door.
An enema as a punishment. Well, I can't even imagine.
Punishment or a treat?
That's abuse. It's,
well, it was, I guess, for me to learn to control my bowel functions.
You can't.
I left a floater in the kids' pool next door, so,
It wasn't a floater, it was a baby Ruth.
Oh, God. All right, thanks.
Not so bad.
All right, Mike the teacher wrote in that he was at Red Bank the night that Billy was booed off the stage, and it was like stand-up comedy meets Save It Private Ryan.
Wow, that is actually like saying you were at Normandy that day.
Yeah.
You know?
That's like saying... I was there when the kid got killed at Altamont. I was up front. Jay Lynn, you're on Ron and Fez.
I am?
Yep, go ahead.
What? From Billy. Like my mommy. Who's going to be my stepdaddy? Who's going to be my stepdaddy?
Oh, yeah, I remember. Hi, how are you, sweetie?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Good.
Dad? Hello?
Hi.
Hi, how are you, honey?
Good.
Do you want to be my baby?
Oh, God. Don't use children this way.
Yes.
I just actually got a shooting pain through my stomach
Me too, I'm
as soon
very
as I heard
uncomfortable.
that. Oh.
Well, tell your mommy to call me.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
I'm going to be...
I'm going to get Daddy.
Billy, can you explain that one?
No.
No.
Let's just stop.
Wasn't that LC2?
Hey, Billy, did you pick a song for yourself tonight?
I had 2 in mind.
I hope one of them's by Poison. We got a pair of tickets to give away.
Yeah.
Well,
did you want to go out to Unskinny Bop?
I think
it would be apropos.
I think that would be Mikey. Oh, stop. I just got that. I'm not the one who thinks Burt Michaels is hot. I thought either The End by The Doors.
That's 9.5 minutes.
That's producer or the song, because I have related my experience. I heard the song by Garth Brooks called "The Dance," and the first part of it, and I was actually showed it to Fez. This whole experience is, if you use the metaphor of our time together and stuff as a dance, that beginning, that whole first song, first verse of that song, says it completely. You know, and
if you could pick something by Vince Gill, that would help.
Well,
Gill,
Garth, they both begin with G.
Sure.
Should we go out with that, Fez, or play it before? I just want to play it and see if it has anything to do with us.
That, you know what, that makes sense. Let's see if it's actually appropriate to go out with.
All right, I have it in the other, on that mixtape, Mike. It's the second song on that mix CD that I gave you before. Yeah, it's the second song on there.
Jizz just wrote in, Fezzy, and said his favorite moment of all is when Billy welched on the bet with you. And actually went toe-to-toe.
I was actually trying to forget that memory tonight.
And then remember that I had to have a meeting with both of you and go, well, you have this opinion, and of course you have this opinion.
You actually had to buy us both pie.
I did. I bought pie and
coffee.
That was some of the most expensive pie I've ever had, too. Thank you.
Yeah, well, it ended up costing me the money I won from you. I forget that thing. We all bet, and you said I bet with you and you lost, but you said Fez didn't.
You said I was a push.
Yeah, we thought...
It was a question of what game we actually bet.
Correct. It was just, it was a disagreement, a miscommunication, because, and not to bring all that up again, and, but...
I'm going to need some pie if we do.
But for the guy who said that you never wanted to leave the show, you were packing your things up at 3 in the morning so you wouldn't have to see us. And I'm trying to think who called me. Wonder Boy? Rory?
Well, somebody was trying to track me down at Penn Station.
No, this was well before when we found you, hiding stuff in the middle of the night. I forget who called me, and
Yeah, you had gone in to, pack up your things, your desk.
Yeah, I think it was Wonder Boy.
Was it Wonder Boy? He was staying there later?
Yeah, I think it was Wonder Boy. No, that's the way I am. Sometimes I don't think things through. I fly off the handle, and I do things too impulsively, and conversely, that's why I have not planned ahead.
You feel like someday that you're going to feel like you wish you wouldn't have taken the shots at management here tonight?
No. It's not a shot. Ronnie, if I'm speaking the truth, it's not a shot.
All right, let's take a listen to the dance song, Fezzy.
Remember, it's a metaphor.
This is a metaphor.
What are we supposed to think when we hear the words "the dance"? What are we supposed to substitute in our minds?
The dance is the time that this show, that we've been a part of, this show has been on the air in New York with all we went through, and now in D.C., and the way it's come to an end.
I still don't understand the metaphor. So just replace Ron and Fez with the dance?
Replace the
pants with
the experience.
Okay.
The experience that we've all shared together.
Okay. Let's hear this. Garth Brooks, The Dance, on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I think that works.
That's a nice tune, Billy.
It worked on me.
There goes Fezzy. Are you happy with yourself?
All right.
You got Aunt Fezzy missing you now. It's another end of an era with us as we do it. I've got the strangest thing. Monday,
how many eras have that?
Monday, we're going to be saying goodbye to El Jefe. Tuesday, I say goodbye to my chick. Wednesday, I give the kids a fond farewell.
It doesn't stop!
And then Thursday, Fez and I decide to live without clothes.
And Friday, you flush the new fish down the toilet.
We did have some great times, buddy. There's no doubt about that. And I honestly believe that we're all going to work together again soon.
That's the hope, you know. Yeah, it's more than a hope. It's an honest to God belief.
Had you ever heard that song before?
I had never heard that song before. I'm thinking Garth Brooks. I'm going to start laughing here. I'm going to ruin the moment. I've totally lost.
There he goes.
I've totally lost it again.
All right, let me hear the song again from the beginning while I point at Fez.
No. And just remember, the dance is the metaphor for the experience.
I got it!
I'm talking to new listeners.
New listeners.
Nobody needs to understand that part. It's practically not even a metaphor.
That is a gorgeous song.
It all but says everybody's name. It all but says everybody's name.
All right, I'm trying not to cry myself.
Yeah. I didn't even get it, tell you the truth. I like that friends in low places. I wish that was like
fit.
That should be a metaphor. Again,
a copy of that.
Again, I'm not getting it. I don't understand. What is the metaphor?
We gotta stop playing it. You can take me out of the stretcher.
Put Unskinny Bop on.
Are we? No, I want to know the truth. Are you saying we were dancing here or what? I'm not getting that part.
I'm all wet.
This is good. Chicken Hawk writes in, tell Harry I said best of luck with Onward Busey.
Harry Elvis looks just like that kid on I'm with Busey. And he's a low talker.
He's actually less funny than the kid with I'm with Busey, that unfunny kid.
That's hard to imagine. Ooh, Harry just grabbed his stomach in pain.
Here's Rob, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, didn't he just have words with management? That song is so gay.
Yeah, I think maybe you need a tougher song.
I mean, why don't you do something like Metallica, Don't Tread on Me, and go out in Blaze of Glory or something?
Johnny Paycheck.
Wait a minute, why don't I not go out Blaze of Glory by Bon Jovi?
Because there's no actual metaphor in that song that would be appropriate.
The Steel Horse would be the show and the time.
No, we're getting too deep. You know, it's just...
Not for me. Not for me, buddy.
It's straightforward.
Here's Quinn. Quinn, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Quinn.
Billy.
Hey, Quinn.
Hey. All of my moments are favorite Billy moments. But I just wanted to say goodbye and good luck with everything.
Thank you, Quinn. I feel like you're right next door to me all the time. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a weird feeling, isn't it? But you're going to do well, and I'll see you around New York.
Oh, I guarantee you'll see me. Yeah, thank you, Quinn.
Okay, take care. See you, sweetie.
Bye.
All right. There she is. Not to step on anyone's toes, but that was very nice of her to call. Billy, Laura Brooks also wrote in and said, this was kind of nice. Let me try to find this. She says, thank him for being brave enough to put his whole life on the air for our entertainment. And you know what? More than anyone else, Billy, you really did do that. You know, I dodge bullets, Fez dodges bullets, Rory dodges bullets. You took every single bullet every single time, and you always did it for the show.
And, you know, that's just the way I felt. I felt like I would do anything, you know? I mean... That's just the way I felt about you guys, about the show, and how good it was. And if I could add anything, you know, that was just my way of doing it.
And we really appreciate it. Seriously.
Oh, my God. Look who's on the line right here. Hey, you're on Room with Ron and Fez.
Hey, this is Al. I wanted to say goodbye to Billy.
It's Al Dukes.
Sure, he hears Bon Jovi.
He hears Bon Jovi, and he's trying to be the ninth caller for tickets.
I'm just...
You're going into work in a little bit, right?
Well, I'm off actually Friday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I work Sunday. But I was just, over the last couple of weeks, I, heard the goodbye shows for Rory and Wonder Boy and Billy. I don't know. I didn't get a goodbye show. I just got punched a lot at the Hooters. And everyone then just told me to leave, and I had to get out.
Yeah, the crowd actually sang na 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 na, hey hey, goodbye.
Right, and threw stuff at me while my ribs were hurt.
Well, I think the difference is they all left like men.
Well, I left like a man. I fought.
Al, you fell down without getting punched.
That's not true.
At the end.
I got hit in the ribs, and I lost power.
All right, so, we never said we were the nicest guys in the world, Al.
So you're calling now to get a goodbye show?
No, it's nice, like everyone says, how good Billy was and how Rory and Wonder Boy, and
They were great.
Well, thanks for stealing my thunder here, Al.
Hit in the head.
Well, I will say this, Al. There is no doubt in my mind that the best radio anti-hero of all time is Al Dukes.
You are the man they love to hate.
I don't know why.
You know the exact opposite of popular opinion.
It's things like that. Well, I don't know why.
I am the most normal person, and every...
We will never settle that argument, Al. I am more normal than you on any given day.
I was calling for my favorite Billy memory.
Okay.
It was when it was after the show one night. And you guys were talking about how we needed a stunt guy for the show.
Yeah.
And Billy got insulted that we didn't think of him. And then, so his first stunt, that he was going to be the stunt guy, he said he was going to eat a lot of sushi. And then you guys said, I think Ron or Fez said, Billy, that's not really a stunt, it's really just a nice lunch. And that was his idea.
Yeah, that's my line.
So that's your favorite Ron moment, really?
and then the other one was when Billy thought it would be, there's another food one, thought it would be a great bit to do Cinco de Mayo, where he and I eat mayonnaise.
Hey, that turned out to be a great bit when Rob Halford walked in on you, totally duct taped and gagged.
We actually had to tie him up to make him eat mayonnaise.
So I only remember most of Billy's stuff involved food.
All right, Al.
Why so bitter?
Yeah. Al,
Al, you were actually a good guy, man.
Yeah. Al, you're definitely the normal one now. Go do your job and go feed Lizzie Grubman's cat.
I will do that.
Make sure you tell her about the little promo we had for her.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk to you later, Albert.
Thank you, Al.
There's the Al Dukes.
Al.
I can't believe he's calling up saying he never got a goodbye show.
He's now the red buttons of radio. Never got a dinner. And Billy, I know you're in the other room. You're watching through. Come back over here, Billy. You can come back over here.
He wants to play the dance one more time.
Oh, are we doing that?
No, I actually had him ready to do the See You music.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is he going to do the See You music tonight?
Harry, did he want to, or
yeah.
Did you want to hit the See You music? Was that your goal in radio?
I figured the 2+ years I've been here would be the first thing I've ever done on a board.
All right. Well, you can go.
Yeah,
you can hit the See You music.
Is that what you want?
Billy, you are an amazing individual, my friend. And I'll tell you what.
Oh, Billy.
Oh, Billy.
No, you're going to say something nice about
I know.
a joke.
I know, but I'm having trouble pulling myself together here now. Billy, you were like this weird oddity that came into our lives, and you are a remarkable person. And I hope you realize that. I know you get depressed a lot, because you and we talk about these things. But to me, you have an optimism that can't be matched. I couldn't even hope to have the optimism you have in your life. You see the bright side and everything, and I appreciate so much everything you've done over the past 2 years, because, seriously, you have always been about the joke. And that is such a cool thing. And you really have put yourself on the line for the sake of the laugh. And I can't ask for anything more than that. And from the weird guy that walked into our office that day and said, hey, let's run over people with a remote control car. And we'll call it Lizzie Grubman Bowling. To, seriously, the friend I'm going to have the rest of my life. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Billy.
Okay, you got me. We're even.
It's just a dream, fat boy. It's just a dream.
All right, let's hit him with bars of soap wrapped in a towel now.
Sure,
Billy, you're the best. That's why I did it, because it's an easy joke with Earl. You're the best.
You know what? I'd rather go out on a laugh than a cry, Ron. Thank you, Fez. That was a lot. We're not playing the dance.
No, we're not playing the dance.
Played enough.
Oh, I forgot you wanted to do that. You wanted to hit that button.
That's okay. You know what you do get to do tonight, Billy?
What's that?
You know the phrase.
Load out.
Now it's the way we all say goodbye in this business. Psycho Mark started it, and we've all picked it up.
I've been waiting for this one.
For Ron and Fez, and Harry Elvis, Fezzy, Mikey D, Rory Hamptons,
the Hawk, the Wonder Boy, Black Girl, Al Dukes.
Your mom's box.
Howard Stern. Don and Mike, Bill O'Reilly, Ron and Fez, and the Washington Redskins. 106.7 WJFK.